Over, shot fired, officer down, shot fired, officer down. Got a city officer down, shot fired over your line.
You know your speed, and are they blowing through a stop sign? 10-4, currently at 25. Shots fired! Shots fired! He's shooting back!
Police Week is a time to honor those in our career who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their community. This year, 307 fallen heroes will be memorialized on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C. Among those 307 names will be Washington State Trooper Justin Schaefer, who was struck and killed on March 24th while attempting to deploy stop sticks during a vehicle pursuit along I-5 in Chehalis. Together, they will join over 22,000 other names of those who were killed in the line of duty dating back to 1786. All police officers are sworn into duty knowing full well it may cost them their lives. It's a sacrifice that police officers are prepared to make in the name of peace and justice if their time comes. What's lesser known and not nearly as documented is the many other sacrifices that police officers make on a daily basis. Having served the Tukwila community for 15 years, I've made my fair share. Police work and the associated stress takes its toll on you. Some of the sacrifices are obvious, such as injuries from arresting a violent suspect, car accidents, exposure to infectious diseases or dangerous chemicals, or even sitting or standing for too long. Many of the sacrifices, however, are more insidious and creep up on you over time, affecting not only your physical health, but your mental, emotional, and spiritual health as well. The missed holidays and anniversaries, the shift work of long graveyard hours, the fast food drive-thrus, the oftentimes negative public perception, the constant exposure to human misery involving abuse, neglect, and death. All of these coalesce into a steep increased risk of various negative effects that include cardiovascular disease, divorce, depression, obesity, suicide, sleep disorders, and cancer. Our department has made great strides in promoting and supporting officer wellness. Chief Linton has made it one of the organization's highest priorities as he's bolstered our peer support programs, supported on-duty fitness, and brought in technology promoting psychological well-being. While these are commendable improvements, officer wellness must continue to be a priority, not just for our organization, but for law enforcement as a whole. We must do more as a culture to pull back the veil and destigmatize mental health. We must do more to support police officers and bolster their resiliency. If our time comes to join the men and women who came before us on the police memorial wall, and we happen to fall on the line of duty, then so be it. But let's honor the fallen by also supporting the living.
Good day, I'm Alan Eckberg, the Mayor of Tukwila. I want to thank all law enforcement for the work they do in our fine city. Without your support, our city wouldn't be what it is today. I have a proclamation to read on behalf of the Peace Office Memorial Week. Allow me to commence. Proclamation on behalf of the City of Tukwila. Whereas the Congress of the United States has designated the week of May 10th through May 16th as National Police Officer Week and May 15th as Peace Officer Memorial Day. And whereas the law enforcement officer is the guardian of life and property, defender of the right of freedom, the leader in the war against crime, and dedicated to the preservation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of all. Whereas our community joins with other citizens and towns in honor of all peace officers everywhere, as well as recognize the service and sacrifice of the U.S. law enforcement services. Whereas the Tukwila Police Department will remember and honor their fallen brothers and sisters by wearing a black band over their badges on May 15th, and whereas the residents of Tukwila will recognize on May 15th the Peace Officers Memorial Day by flying the flag at City Hall at half-mast in honor and memory of the many and in honor and memory of the all. Now therefore, I, Alan Eckberg, Mayor of the City of Tukwila, do hereby proclaim today as Peace Officers Memorial Day in Tukwila, and we urge all citizens and to remember those officers who serve and have given their life in serving the public. Presented today, the 11th of May. Thank you all for your service.